A year without you. It started on quiet Sunday, April 14, 2024. It was a great day. We had a lovely breakfast and lunch together with our daughter. When I noticed something was off about my wife. Her siblings noticed it too. She seemed disconnected, as though lost in her thoughts. Later that day, she suddenly had a seizure. Her face trembled, and panic set in. We rushed her to the hospital. Taking her in a wheelchair to look for a transportation on the way, she had another seizure and lost consciousness. I pushed her wheelchair fast. I frantically looked for help and spotted an ambulance near the Barangay Hall. I begged for assistance, and thankfully, they responded immediately, bringing us to the hospital. While in the ambulance, she regained consciousness but started vomiting and had difficulty breathing. Finally, after a few minutes, we arrived at the hospital. Outside the emergency room, her condition worse. She vomited repeatedly, her clothes were soiled, she again difficulty in breathing, and for 20 to 32 minutes, we waited helplessly. When our turn finally came, the medical team placed her on a bed, inserted N4, and began assessing her vital signs. And they said to me that we need to insert a catheter, and then she was given sedatives or sleeping aids. They started conducting tests, including blood extraction for laboratory tests and a sugar test. Due to the extremely high sugar level, it couldn't be read by the test kit anymore. All I could do was pray that she would be okay and wake up. Following several hours in the emergency room, we were moved to a hospital ward. She was admitted and placed under continuous care. We stayed at the hospital for 9 days. I told visiting relatives and friends she was recovering, and they offered emotional and financial support. That's how our situation was in the hospital for a day, repeatedly monitoring his vitals.
One morning, on the 8th day, she woke up hungry. I bought her food, helped her bathe, and watched her smile and chat with fellow patients. Hope was returning. The laboratory findings are out, and the results are normal. We are so glad. The next day, the catheter was removed, and the doctor said we might be discharged by afternoon. We were overjoyed. But when I glanced at the monitor, her blood levels had dropped abnormally and she experiencing urinary retention, or what we called dysuria. So I called the nurse and told what happened. After few tests, the doctor said a transfusion was necessary. They reinserted the catheter and administered dextrose again. She cried, thinking we'd be going home to see our child. She even called our niece to tell our child we'd be home soon. The following day, we had breakfast together, and she bathed. We called her sister to relieve me for a while so I can handle some paperwork at the hospital while her sister waiting for her next procedure. I came back and medical staff arrived. Just as preparations were being made for a blood transfusion, my wife went into cardiac arrest. She suddenly convulsed and lost consciousness. The medical team rushed in. The doctor said her heart had stopped. I signed off on emergency procedures, electric shock, therapy and intubation. But at around 2 in the afternoon at the same day, while looking at my wife hoping and praying, my tears uncontrollably fell, and the doctor called us and delivered the news that shattered my world. She had passed away. Just when we thought we'd be going home, life took a cruel turn. It was April 23, 2024. Life is unpredictable. When God decides it's time, we can only surrender. But I'm grateful for the strength He has given me to face this. It has been a year without her. I'm still here, still fighting, supported by our child, our family, and our friends. To everyone who stood by us, emotionally and financially, I thank you with all my heart. Your kindness will never be forgotten. May God bless you all.